Welcome to What's Up in the Sky with me, Lead Night Sky Ranger Jeff. This month we say goodbye to Jupiter in the night sky. There's a meteor shower in the wee morning hours, and we take a look at the constellation Virgo. Mercury rises 50 minutes before the Sun on the 1st and gets closer and closer in angle until it reaches conjunction on the 29th. The goddess of beauty, Venus, rises to the east at 0400 on the 1st and 0320 by the end of the month. It's hard to miss this super bright planet. It will go from 1/3 lit to 1/2 lit throughout the month. Look to the moon on the 6th along the terminator for the large crater Copernicus. Examine its floor and surrounding area for the debris that fell after the impact. On the 7th, to the west, look for the small crater Hortensius, then slide north to find 6 small volcanic domes. The domes are about 333 meters, or about 1,000 feet, high and 6 kilometers, 4 miles in diameter. Finally, look for a large dome west of Miltiades. The god of war, Mars, fades even more this month, as it will do for quite a while. You will find it in Cancer the Crab at magnitude 1. Over several nights at the beginning of the month, you will see Mars close in on the Beehive cluster, Messier 44. Setting around 0200 at the beginning of the month, it will set close to 0100 by the end of the month. Its apparent size will be 6 arcseconds, too small to make out any detail unless you have a very high magnification, greater than 400 power, and exceptionally good skies. Our asteroid of the month is Vesta, one of the largest, shining at magnitude 5.7. You will need binoculars or a small telescope to reveal it. Consult the Minor Planet Center of exact location. At medium power, 100 magnification, you should be easily able to spot it as the brightest object in the sky. Jupiter is in the western sky at sunset, shining at magnitude -2. As we scurry around the Sun, we are currently drawing away from Jupiter, and thus the apparent size of Jupiter decreases to 32 arcseconds at the end of the month. But it is still an impressive sight in a telescope under medium power, 100 magnification. Higher powers on low humidity nights will reveal its turbulent atmosphere. The 4 Galilean moons dance around the huge disk of Jupiter. I'm not going to post transits this month as it sets too quickly in the early evening sky. As the month progresses, Jupiter will steadily get closer and closer to the horizon. Saturn rises to the southeast around 0400 on the 1st and about 90 minutes earlier by the end of the month. See if you can spot the dimmer moons of Saturn close to the planet. Saturn will be magnitude 1.2, Titan 8.7, and Tethys 10.5. You'll need an 8-inch scope to pick out the dimmer moons, but even a relatively small scope should be able to spot Titan. Be aware that the rings are essentially edge-on. On the 7th, sunlight will hit the southern or underside of the rings for the first time in 15 years. The 6th is Saturn's equinox, hence the shift in the rings being lit from the southern side. Uranus is going behind the Sun and cannot be viewed safely. It is in conjunction with the Sun on the 17th. Neptune rises just a tad earlier than Saturn. It is slightly to the left of Saturn. At magnitude 7.8, you will definitely need binoculars or a small telescope to pick out its small blue 2 arcsecond dot. Our comet of the month is 29P Schwarzmann-Wachmann, located in Leo the Lion. Consult the Minor Planet Center for exact location. You will need at least an 8-inch telescope and medium to high power to view it. At magnitude 15.8, it might brighten to 11 at any time, as it does at least once a year. You'll need dark skies as well, and it will take some time to find it. Jiggle the scope by touching it, and you might be able to make out the very faint fuzzy of the coma. The human eye is very adept at sensing motion, and this may prove useful. The Eta Aquariid meteor shower is active from the 19th to the 28th of May, peaking in the morning hours on the 5th with an expected count of 50 per hour. One of the fascinating things about this shower is that many meteors form a train of them entering the atmosphere in close proximity to each other. They will be traveling at around 40 miles per second. They originate from the dust particles of Halley's Comet. Our constellation of the month is Virgo the Virgin. As darkness falls on the 15th, you'll find her between southeast and due south. In her left hand, you will find Spica, illuminating her flowers in her grasp. To find Spica, follow the arc of the Big Dipper's handle outbound and spike down to Spica. Just off her right shoulder, you will find our object of the month, Messier number 84, a galaxy in the midst of the famous Virgo cluster of galaxies. It is about magnitude 9.1 and contains around 500 billion stars located 60 million light years away from us. Charles Messier discovered it in 1871, hence the M designation. Our question of the month is, what is the missing Messier object? Charles Messier was a late 1700, early 1800 comet hunter. He was even confused when queried later in his life about M102, the missing object. My opinion is it might have been a supernova, short-lived. Others have differing opinions. One of the more viable ones is that it is M101, which is only off by 1 arc minute, or perhaps NGC 5866. Here is the calendar of events. Here is the orrery. So go out and enjoy the warming spring nights as Jupiter starts to disappear.